Welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. Today we are going through week 8 pocket pages. So FYI, I'm totally down to the wire on this particular one, so it's going to take a sec before I get the description up. So my whole goal of getting ahead really has not super worked out recently. So that's going to be fun. But today we're just going to be doing week 8 photos. And right now I am sticking down these lovely little Dymo labels. And I don't even notice, and it was bound to happen. It really was bound to happen eventually, where I was going to mess up the week. So I didn't even catch it until I was putting them away into the album that title card says week 7, and it is definitely week 8. So my bad. But it was a really easy fix because it was the Dymo label thing. So thank God for that. Today, like I said, we're going through week 8. Lost my train of thought there for a sec. So let's talk product for a sec. So we've got some really cool printables from Paper Person, which are that title card, the February calendar card that's kind of cut off. Sorry about that. We've got the Maker's Gonna Make card, and those are all the Paper Person cards. The kind of decorative cards, so the pink one, the hearts, the one that says keep me posted, those are all from my February stash kit. Obviously Kristen's currently card makes it in. I have a little hack for that. So she has a free download, but she also has cards that you can buy in her shop. So I do one of those two options, just kind of dependent on what the situation is. But you can get those for free and get the downloadable link and then just cut them down. I feel like that's really wasteful with paper sometimes because there's a description about everything. So I try not to do that too often, but I keep them in my planner so that on Monday, no matter how crazy the day gets, I can quickly take one and jot everything down, even if it's messy, because I don't always use them either. So that's kind of why the printables are great sometimes, because then I don't feel so bad about it. But sometimes I use them in the spread, and then sometimes I just use them for the list, and then I'll transfer it to another card. I've done that in some spreads before. Let's see. I usually keep my album in front of me now so I can have some generalized reference point. So if you hear a weird flipping sound behind everything, that's what that is. I know I've done it recently. Oh, I did it in week 5. So if you want to see how I switched that up, it's week 5. I know I'm definitely going to do one for my birthday that's a giant currently. And that was actually my first week spread as well. It's in my week 1 spreads too, because I did a super blown up version as well. The sunset card is one of my favorite cards, along with the This Was Worth Waking Up For, and those are from Paisley Press. I get mine off LilyPad. I know you can go through different avenues to get her cards, but I do really love her as a brand. She definitely has my aesthetic. So yeah, super excited about that. So yeah, let's just talk about this spread. So if you're a newbie, the way that I break my project life down is that I do pocket pages, just kind of however they flow. Typically, the first spread is usually going to be more Monday through Thursday, and then another spread will kind of cover the weekend. Obviously, that's subject to change. So this week we have 3 spreads. We have a Monday through Wednesday, then we have a Thursday, Friday, and then we have Saturday, Sunday. So that's how the week broke down this particular round. So that is what it is. Sometimes there are 12 by 12 pictures or spreads that I want to highlight, and so those get put in a separate video. I don't have any for week 8 or week 9. I will for 10 because my mom had her birthday. Week 10 is going to be a 3 series shenanigan. And I think I've mentioned that before because week 10 is also when Allie Edwards' Week in the Life happened. So drop a comment down below if you're doing Week in the Life or did it. Not week in the life. I meant to say day in the life. I'm sorry. Week 10 of this year, Allie Edwards' Day in the Life happened. If you did it or are documenting it, let me know. I would love to know who's out there doing that. And then also, if you're doing Week in the Life, I'd love to know, because I am in the middle of prepping for that behind the scenes. So just kind of talking about what started the week off. I was on my last chapter last week for reading in my series book. And so this week of the video, words are hard. This week was about kind of getting started on the video side of things. I really wish I had known that the videos were going to help me retain better, because I had been rereading a lot of content leading up to this point, and trying to shove it into my brain. We can talk about series a little bit more once I feel pretty adequate that I've covered the necessary content that you guys come on here to actually hear about. So we'll get there when we get there. Also, in the news, people were starting to flee Ukraine in prep for a possible Russian invasion that did happen later in the week. So I was kind of taking screenshots from Instagram, from our Daily Planet, or our Planet Daily, sorry, of just some photos that they were taking as that was starting to happen and as the invasion happened. It's heartbreaking. I really just wanted to document it because it is happening and it is affecting things on a, I don't know, I don't want to say supply chain, and I don't want to say on a fiscal level. It definitely affects things here, but it is heartbreaking and minimal when you think about how many people are having to leave their homes. Like, it's just, oh my gosh, I definitely don't want to get political, and I definitely don't want to get in the weeds about it, but my heart is definitely going out to those people that are going through this unfortunate thing in life. It's just heartbreaking. So another thing that did happen this week that was kind of uplifting, I guess, was 2/2/22. So February 22nd of 2022 happened, which was pretty crazy. And so at 2:22 p.m., I took a screenshot. You can't really see it very well because of like the background on my phone. I can see it in the photo, but just not on camera. So I thought that was kind of a play on 11/11. So I did like a big wish, and I just wrote about what I was wishing for, which was, Series 65 Juju, and to just help me focus and prepare and just give me the strength, universe. Obviously, we had to throw some cute kitten photos in here. She is definitely like, she is a burrower, so I think this is like a normal cat thing, but like she loves my down comforter and she loves blankets, so she'll like burrow into them, and I love like slowly unwrapping her like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory style, like, and getting hilarious pictures of her as I do so, and all the evil eyes that she gives me. Another thing that I did want to document was this beautiful sunrise that was out at Jeff's house when I got up in the morning. So that's going to go in the pocket flip section. It was absolutely beautiful, but it was so funny because it was this beautiful sunrise, and then by the time I got home, it was like gray and cloudy and gross. So it was like the only brief, beautiful moment of the day, which was just really bizarre. The photo of the dog is my coworker's dog. She works remote from South Carolina, and she got her puppy last year, and he needed to be neutered. So they originally put him in a onesie, and he ate it off after like 2 days, but it was like rubbing him and like chafing him a little bit. So I totally get it and would have eaten my way out of it as well. But because of that, they gave him the cone of shame, which I felt so bad about. But he looked so cute, and I'm actually really excited. She is driving down from South Carolina today, so I'll actually get to see her in the office when I go in later today, which is really exciting. she's here for just like a second, basically. She's here like one night. So we'll get to have like dinner, hopefully, and hang out a bit after work too. So I snapped a photo of me in the gym. It's not like the most flattering photo, if I'm being completely honest. But I just wanted to take like a gym selfie, because that week was a little strange too, because I was remote 3 days, and that's not exactly normal. That pretty much only happens like if my boss is on vacation or she's remote too for some reason. But yeah, so that was kind of nice to switch up my run schedule a little bit. Normally I do try to run on Wednesdays and Fridays though. And then that last card is talking about what I was making, which was, I was working on week 5 photos that week. So I was about 2 weeks behind. Let's see, let's do some quick math. I don't even know what week this is. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I have no idea. But I mean, I think it's safe to say I'm like way more than 2 weeks behind at this point. But week 5 was really big. It was a lot of pocket pages. It was 3 sets of pocket pages and 2 12x12s. So that was a whole thing. And so I just marked that off. And then the date that I completed it, I just looked up in my planner when the last day was, which I didn't finish them until March 20th. Which was crazy. So week 8, which was a month before that. So it took me like a month to work those out. And a lot of that had to do with taking a break for series more than anything. So while I'm playing with it, I will tell you that all of my chipboard pieces in this, along with all my little word stickers, are going to be from Citrus Twist. I think there's one like for real sticker that's from an old like word sticker sheet. What is the like little phrases sticker sheet? And I can't think of, I think it might be an old Teresa Collins one. And then obviously I used the super cute Dymo label maker and my gold stars, which are a given. So while I am working through this spread before we start the new one, I do want to talk a little bit about like what's coming up. So we're going to go into planner videos at this point. I am going to endeavor, week 9 is only 2 spreads, but I have a really, really busy week and I'm actually in the office for the rest of the week. So unless I can do all the things and get week 9 posted by Sunday, which I'm seriously thinking I can do, I just need to just take a deep breath and prep really well, which I really do want to talk about some prep when we get into the 2nd and 3rd spreads, because it helped considerably in how much faster I went with it. I did like a lot off screen so that I could make the spread itself go along a little bit faster. I didn't do any prep with this one that I'm working on in the screen now, or on the screen now. But my Series 65 retest is officially scheduled. If you're a newbie, then you're like, what the heck is this girl talking about? Basically, I'm studying to become an investment advisor representative and get my license. I'm already licensed in insurance. I am working towards being a financial planner. That's the short version. So there's that happening alongside of me documenting. Also, I don't know how much content you guys consume in the world of project life, but most content creators that I notice may post one pocket page spread as their video. Every once in a while, you get a double page layout. I know Inky Quill has done those before, but typically it's just one pocket page spread. When I'm posting, I'm basically giving you at least 2 videos, sometimes 3. Like in this case, it's 3 videos worth of content. So please do keep that in mind if I do get off schedule, that I do have a 9 to 5. I haven't had anyone like sling a rod or complain. I'm just a big stickler on that I want to deliver these. Also, I did realize somewhere along the way that it went from, I promised 1 video a week, to when I came back from the first test, I was like, I didn't promise 2 videos a week. Why am I trying to keep up with the schedule and trying to kill myself? Thankfully, all of my planner videos are pretty much ready to go. So I'll get a little bit of a quote unquote break. But if there are any inconsistencies in May, it's going to be because I have to switch gears again to start to like really buckle down and study harder. So a lot of that free time slips away. So just being completely transparent to please be patient with me as I go through that. Obviously, once this is all over, then, you know, we're going to have a whole freaking party. I am hoping that we can start doing some more do live streams in replacement or in addition to some of the videos. So that's an option too. Let me know what you guys think about that and maybe some times or days. I'm leaning towards Wednesday evenings just to like give an idea. Wednesday evenings, and I'm US Eastern Standard Time. So it would probably be like I said, Wednesday evenings. So I'm not really set on a time or anything, so let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, that's videos in a nutshell before we get into this spread and kind of where series is at. The retest is going to be May 27th as of right now, unless we change or move anything, which I don't really foresee. My boss is also going to Dublin, Ireland for a week. Let's not even get started on that. So hopefully that week I can also use my time wisely and devote it to both, since I won't have to be in office as much. So this is the first spread that I really did some good prep work for, and I was really excited with how it turned out. So some things that I do prior to actual filming. So first and foremost, I print my photos. That's kind of a duh. And I place them based off of time frame, like flow, so that I don't like stop at a weird point. And I'm really big on that, like aesthetically it making sense. Like I wouldn't have split up the date night photos. I would find a way to make them all fit on that page with the other stuff I had going on. From that point, I will sit on the couch sometimes and watch a movie or two and with a glass of wine or my coffee in the morning, and I start doing the fill-in of the cards. So it lets my mind just like think of my vast amount of cards and just sit there with them and just calmly place everything. So I pick out all of my cards and place all of my photos long before the camera ever gets turned on. This particular spread, as well as the next one, I even went a step further and did my journaling ahead of time. And that's something I normally, like with the first spread I did on camera. And I really think it helped out a lot in terms of the time, because I'll get distracted with just the movie that I'm watching in the background, or I'll think the video is too long and I'll start getting nervous that it's taking too long to film. But this way I can kind of think about what I want to say, get it down on paper, and then it's just there for me to decorate whenever I get the chance. And I do leave room for decorations sometimes. Or I kind of think about how I would want that card to look like as well. But yes, it helped a lot to go ahead and do the journaling ahead of time. Another thing that I did was I stamped out all of those gray labels that you see. I used my new Ellie Studio set, which I have a video on that separately. I'll try to endeavor to remember to put that I'm not sure that's correct, but I'm going to do my best to put that in the description down below. Again, give me grace with getting all that set up, since this is literally the morning of that the video is supposed to go up. I finished it last night editing anyway, and then now I'm doing the voiceover literally 4 hours before it's supposed to post. So there's that. So I stamped those, and a big reason I bought them was because I wanted to be able to have a label in any color that I wanted, and boy, did it help. I think that gray was the most beautiful, and I think it's pumice stone. No, it's not. It's an archive ink. I did try to use pumice stone, which is the distress ink, and I think the name of this archive ink is Hickory Smoke. I don't have it sitting in front of me, but I'll try to pop that below. I'm pretty sure it's Hickory Smoke. But I stamped those out, and it was like the perfect soft gray to not distract from what was going on in the photos, but complement everything. So this particular spread is Thursday and Friday. So we have my Thursday 3 at the top. I think I watched Encanto for the first time that week. And I was just super grateful because I felt like my brain was actually retaining information and I was able to like understand more that week. I was just having a really good week with my job in terms of like understanding my job, if that makes any sense at all. But my boyfriend also asked questions from time to time, especially with like the Ukraine invasion. He was asking about certain investment things and I was able to answer him pretty well. So that felt really nice. And sometimes it can be really hard when you're studying something hard, and it's nice to see those little small moments of progress come out in real life instead of book world and test world. So that was really nice. Other things that were happening were the cherry blossom trees over in the shopping center near me were in bloom, and I love cherry blossom trees. I grew up in Macon, and they actually have a cherry blossom festival that people from all over come to. So it felt kind of nostalgic and homey and warm, even though the weather cannot make up its mind. So we've had some really nice days, but then last night it got down to like 30, like mid 30s, and it's like 40 outside right now, which is going to be delightfully unpleasant. But it's okay. I love sweaters. So, my Uncle Kenny also got a bunny. So that's the cute little bunny that you see. If you're a newbie, then you don't know this, but I've had a bunny. My mom has bunnies. We're all about that bunny life. I no longer have a bunny. It's just me and the cat. But it was super cute. And the story behind Pugs, I'm not 100% sure on. I think it was one of his clients' bunnies or something like that. But basically, Pugs is not a boy and Pugs is not a girl. It's kind of, bunnies are a confusing thing. So apparently all bunnies are boys, hormonally speaking. And then something happens in the womb to where, I don't understand. I don't understand. My mom explained it and I'm still not 100%. So please Google that and do not take my word for it. But essentially the bunny is a little bit of both and can go either ways. And my Uncle Kenny is gay and a nail technician. He has his own shop, and we really thought it was like the perfect fit. And then even funnier was that my Uncle Kenny gave me my first beanie baby, and it was the pug named Pugsley. So I felt very full circle about the entire experience. And Pugs is just the cutest thing ever. Last but not least on this spread, Jeffrey and I went to go get Thai. Now I know I don't talk about this on videos, but I'm a picky eater. I am. I love to cook and I do love to eat, but I am one of those texture people. So textures and I don't always get along. And Asian food is a lot of interesting texture. So I really do not dabble in that pond. And Jeff loves Asian food. My version of Asian food is hibachi steak, white rice, no veggies. Like, that's my jam. I might eat the sherbet, possibly. I don't like to do the whole hibachi throw the shrimp in my mouth experience. Just not into that. This sounds so funny. But, I love pasta. I love Italian. We're already in the next spread, so I gotta hurry up and talk about this. But more or less, we went and we tried Thai, and I had it in my head that I would probably like Thai or any Asian if I put a noodle in it, and I was wrong. It's not what I wanted. I think I would have been so much happier with the dish if I had just done rice, because I do love rice. So it was valuable in that we tried lots of things. I had sake. We got like a sampler appetizer platter, which was really smart because we got to try a lot of things, and he obviously would eat anything I didn't. I knew I liked dumplings, so those were on there. I think egg rolls are a new thing that I'm gonna like, or I don't know if it is egg rolls, like the spring rolls that I ate. So yeah, more or less we had some hits, we had some misses. but it was a good night. The date night card that I used is from my haul with Ellie Studio. All of the chipboard that I used was from Citrus Twist. My favorite was the Break Up With Your Comfort Zone. I thought that that was perfect, and it helped kind of bring all those circles together, so it's super cute. And then the other two were obviously from that as well. All of my little word stickers are from my stash. Usually those are from Citrus Twist as well. They are king of kings when it comes to little word stickers because you can reorder packs, which is great. You don't have to like hoard it from a kit that you get, which I always love. And then I did use the On My Plate stamp from a Citrus Twist set that I had. So moving on. Super quickly. So this spread I adored. I absolutely adored how it did turn out. I think my favorite was the second spread, hands down. Like, I love to rank them. Like, I feel really bad. It's like picking my favorite child or something. But my second spread was definitely my favorite. I just feel like it turned out flawless. And I had worked on it over time, and I think that was the difference too, that I had longer to look at it and be slower about the process, and it's almost like adding paint a little at a time. So this spread, I really wanted to make sure I left that morning and evening and that polka dot card pretty clean, just to give places for the eye to rest, and just have like nothing. I just thought that would look so nice. The only thing I played with doing was maybe like the little stitch dash border that I do from time to time on things, which is all the time. It's like my little gold stars. Like, I'm going to put them, you're going to see a dash border and you're going to see gold stars. It's just how it rolls with me. But this is Saturday and Sunday. So that top row, I took this really cool selfie, and I know I'll pull it down to work on it, but I like sat on my couch with the blinds open so that the light shone in and like put the bands on my face a little bit, so it gave me that glow and like documented like clearly it's morning. And that was really cool. I like how that turned out. All of the cards in this set are actually printables. So the morning and evening are from a Paisley Press set. The polka dots, Easy There Tiger, the blue card, and the Cheer Me Up, and the wood grain are all from Paper Person. I want to say all of those are even from the March kit. I'm pretty sure they're all March. March and April, maybe. It might be a mix of the two because I think I had just gone through and like printed a bunch of stuff. I did the same thing as far as like doing my journaling ahead of time and doing my labels. This time around, I used like a pink ink. I think it was like Pink Peony from Archival. And I was kind of bummed because I found like a peachier color after the fact that probably would have matched that pink a bit better. But it's okay. It was like a nice little bright pop, which I liked, and it went well. I did go very printable heavy with this because all of the embellishments are printables. So all those little circles and things that you see me playing with, like the New Day, those are actually from an Allie Edwards morning kit. I pulled out my morning and my evening kit because that's really what they were. They were morning stories and evening stories. They were very specific. The only story that really didn't go was the In the News. And I just, like I said, I really wanted to document the actual invasion of Ukraine. And so I just kind of talked about what I said earlier about how even though we're going to experience increases and supply issues and things like that, it's nothing compared to losing your home and your homeland and everything you've ever known, that your children have ever known. It's just, it blows my mind. It completely blows my mind that people do that to one another, that those things happen in the world. It's very disheartening and heartbreaking. So I just kind of wanted to make sure I documented that because I really don't think I've ever done anything like that in a Project Life sense. I have done it in journals when, major events are happening. But with me being more consistent with Project Life, it allows me to have more real time, in the moment things as well. Also, I do use Project Life to catch up on Hobonichi at the end of the month. So it's kind of easier when I have some reference for maybe what might have been going on if I'm behind. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. I did struggle a lot with the card I'm working on now, just trying to find a sentiment so that it didn't look so strange sitting with that photo there. If I had thought about it a little bit harder, I probably would have printed a bigger photo so I didn't have to put a sentiment and could have just let it speak for itself. But I end up cutting down that little die cut that I'm playing with now to say the story instead of the story of tonight. So I just cut it down. I thought maybe I could use it like a tab. That didn't work out. But yeah, I was really, really simple as far as embellishments go. I really wanted a cleaner spread. Some other things happening let's talk about what's happening in them. So other than my cute morning selfie, obviously Bink's in there, and I thought the phrases worked out perfect. I did get up and go, nope, and popped the nope up just with some foam, like a foam sticky. And then for the stroganoff and wine photo, doing the warm and cozy. So I was working on cutting down all of the cards I would need for day in the life prep, which I think is funny that I would end up using some of those kit items on this spread. Stroganoff and red wine was an absolute must. And I was watching Yellowstone that night, which let me know if there are any Yellowstone fans out there. I just finished season 4. Oh my God, Rip and Beth for life. I just can't. I love them. And then the last row is I went over to Jeff's on Sunday night and we were going to make a pot roast, but didn't get it in the crock pot in time. So we did stuffed pork tenderloin, which was so good. It was so good. It had spinach. I think we put like a spinach artichoke dip in it that has like Greek yogurt in it. So it was actually like a healthier dip that was spread in there. And then I had to review one of my mock exams, which even my mock exams are lengthy. They're still the same 130 questions. So it takes a while to go through and review it. And so Jeff poured me a bourbon while I went through it, and it definitely made it easier to do because it's very time consuming and very annoying. You kind of have to do it in batches so that your brain actually retains some crap. But we are getting close to the end. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down below. As per usual, my whole spiel about please have grace as I get edits in and uploaded as far as the description goes. And if you guys want to know something before that edit goes in, let me know. I'm happy to take a break and answer. That's so much easier than making sure all that information's in there. And I have no problem answering that. As far as videos that are coming up, like I said, I am aiming to squeak in week 9 right under the wire probably, and then we're going to go into planning videos. So planning schedule is off a little bit. Normally I would have that video going up this Sunday, but I have a very cool plan for May for you guys, or at least for the posting schedule element of it. So you're going to get to see my recent sticker haul with the Coffee Monster Co. Then you will see May planning, and then we'll do the April flip through. In between the plan with me and the flip through, there's going to be 2 amazing fun videos because I'm a huge nerd and I love all the funny things that May is engrossed in, one of them being Star Wars. So you guys are going to have some fun extra videos. So I hope that allows you guys to give me a little bit of grace if I fall off the schedule a little bit in May, that makes up for it. But otherwise, I hope everyone's doing really well, and I hope spring is starting to peak out and you guys are enjoying some warmer weather. But until next time, happy scrapping, happy planning, happy spring activities. I hope that you guys are just enjoying it all. And again, feel free to drop any questions or comments down below and let me know if you did day in the life or you're doing week in the life. Thanks again, everyone. Love you to pieces. Thank you so much for the support that you give. It matters more than you could ever know. And until next time, bye.